Yeah, we were here. So we were saying, just go to the processor. It is here. Can you see now? Just click it here. Then it can you see you can update.
Yes.
But what you have to
Yes.
do now, there is, for example, in case you are using Intel, you can only get a new version of Intel. Understood? And because you can be using a different one. You can only get what Intel. But I've realized the new computers are having both. Together, the new generation computers, they're having both Intel and, for example, you can have a computer which is having Intel and NVIDIA. There's one I came across. It's having both Intel and what? NVIDIA graphics. Any question? Any other question?
No, hello, sir.
Yes. Yeah, Bernard, do you have a question? Bernard, I can't hear you. It's Bernard, I can't hear you. I can't hear you, Bernard. Ibrahim, I can't hear you. Can't hear you. Let me.
I have a question.
Yeah, you can ask. You can ask.
And this one is mainly on the Dell laptops.
Yeah.
When they give you an alert that the AC power adapter wattage and type cannot be determined.
Pardon.
And the battery may not charge.
I can't hear you. Pardon?
The AC power adapter.
The AC power adapter.
Wattage and type cannot be determined.
Pardon, I can't get the point clear. That is the AC power adapter cannot be.
The AC power adapter wattage.
Yes.
And type cannot be determined.
Yeah, it's maybe for that now. Maybe because now maybe in case it's happening just on the Dell laptop. Maybe the best thing you can do, you can just go to their site. Just go to their site. You post that question. You always have these questions there concerning. In case it's just for Dell. Yeah, because if everything is working, maybe you can have just a problem with the computer together. Yeah. Yeah. Any other question? Yeah, you can ask.
Yeah, I was asking that. Let's say you bought a machine.
Yeah.
But at the time you are buying that machine, you
Yes.
realize that it had a storage of 500.
Yeah.
The hard disk for the machine, but after using the machine for a period of time, you find that the options are changing.
A good question for that.
It's not the original storage that you bought it with. What has happened?
Yeah, that's a good question. It happened to a friend of mine. When he was buying a laptop,
yes,
it was dedicated 500. But what he did,
yes,
he formatted the laptop. He changed from Windows 7 to Windows 10. Immediately he changed from Windows 7 to Windows 10, the storage was 160 gigabytes GB. So what happened now, Ibrahim? They had created a virtual memory for you. A virtual memory for you. Understood? Only to lie to you, it is 500. But in case now you format in a reduce. Understood? Ibrahim, understood now?
Yes. To me, that now they created a virtual memory.
Yeah, for you, what you have to do, let me just show you a procedure on what you can do. When you are procuring one, together, you just go to the CMC. Together, let me just show you. Let me just demonstrate. Together. You just go to the start button of that computer at the CMD together. You just Are you able to see what I'm typing?
Not yet.
No, not
Yeah,
yet.
can you see now?
We can't see the screen.
Not yet. Screen share.
Not yet.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
So what you have
Yes.
to do now, just come here, the right disk part. Disk part. That's what I've written. Have you seen what I've written? Are you able to see that?
Yes, you can see.
Then you just press enter. You'll have a new video here.
Yes.
Let me just show you. This new video, it will indicate the memory of that hard disk from the command prompt. Then here I will just indicate rest volume. The rest volume that is here. Ibrahim. Now what will happen? You will see the volumes are here. Together. When it is very, very new, it will be having what? Volume 1 indicated 500. Understood? Even if it has greater virtual memory here you can know very, very well whether it is a virtual memory or what, not a virtual memory. It will indicate them here. Can you see now, like now it is indicating that the volume 1 is what? 350 MB. Volume 2 is what? 121 gigabyte. This is the original storage. Understood?
Yes.
Yeah, so the procedure, let me just repeat the procedure for you. Just open CMD and you type disk part. Disk part. Yes, then you have that window. It will prompt you. Just click yes. Then you'll have this new video here. Hope you're able to see this. Can you see this one?
Yes.
Just type rest volume. Understood?
Yes.
Yeah, because now they can create a virtual memory, and once you format it, you'll have these problems. Yeah.
To me, that now the original one was the 350.
Yeah.
The original volume for the disk was 350.
Yeah, you see what will happen when it is very, very new, it is not partitioned. Studio.
Okay.
It's not partitioned. You realize it indicates 350. It will indicate what? 350 GB. Or just do this. You can just go to the disk management. Let me just show you. Yeah. Let me see the screen. You can just come to this part here. You confirm. Just show you. Yeah, we have this part here. I hope it is clear. Then let's click this part here. Can you see we have manage?
Yes.
Yeah, let us go to manage. I want to open the disk management. It is opening. Can you see this part here, disk management?
Yes.
Now at this point here, we will realize, can you see now we are having disk 0? Disk 0 is what? 465 GB. Just confirm everything here.
It's
can
not
you see
coming.
Now?
It's not coming.
Let me see.
You're not screen sharing.
Oh, let me see.
We can't see what you're explaining.
It is here. Can you see it?
Yes, I can see it.
So now you realize already it is partitioned. In the CMD, we had this 350 MB somewhere. We had 1 GB. We had this one. Yes. But you realize here, it will indicate now the total size of the hard disk.
Yes.
The total size is supposed to be 500 GB. But the amount of memory that is supposed to be partitioned is supposed to be what? 465. Understood? So you can confirm everything here.
Yes.
In case now, I add an external disk. Let me just show you. In case I add an external DVD, not a DVD, a hard disk, like now I have added one. In case I add one, it will indicate here, disk 1. And it has indicated. Let me just show you.
Yeah.
It has indicated. Yeah. I have added another word, external.
Yes.
Storage hard disk. It is here. But you realize this one is disk 1. It is external. But in case it is internal, it's supposed to be what? Disk 0. Disk 0. Understood?
0.
So you can confirm everything here before you buy. You can confirm everything here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So.
Yes.
Sir.
Yeah.
Now, how can someone create a virtual memory in the machine?
Yeah, there is a way. There's a software that is used to do that. Together, I'll get the software. Yeah, because it is happening nowadays. Yeah. They can create something that it will indicate that it is 500 GB, but it's not 500. Together, once you format, it gets back to normal.
Yes.
Just remind me the course of the day. I'll send you a link for that software. I'll show you.
You'll post it in the platform.
In the platform, in the group.
Yes. In the platform.
Yeah, I can post it on the group now. I'll show you that. There's a software that is they do that. Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, because nowadays it's happening. Okay. You realize instead of buying the 500, they'll sell you a 300 GB, but it has dedicated zone 500. Yeah. That is okay. The question before I proceed. And then we have this part here now. A possible system board resource or hardware has failed. Together, and this one is just a repetition, because in case you realize that there's a problem with the hardware, what it's supposed to do is supposed to disconnect together either the internal peripherals or what the external peripherals. Then you can have this part here. We can clear the CMOS. And how do we clear the CMOS? By pressing it, by removing the standard power supply unit. Then you press the power button for 1 minute. Yeah. Yeah. For these ones, these are other failures here. Because these are what other failures. And these ones we have covered them above. Because in case there's a problem in the optical drive, or the hard drive, you have to check the cables, the power cable, and what the cable still you have to check what the drivers. Yeah, this is just a repetition. Yeah. In case you realize that the next part here, apart from the post, there is what you call the no power issues. So you realize there's a problem with your power. In case there's a problem, these are the solutions. So together, the computer is either turned off or not receiving any power. The solution, what you're supposed to do, you have to check whether that the power supply or the power supply unit is working, the PSU. Still, you have to check whether that you have connected the external cable from the wire unit to the computer. Still, you have to check whether the battery is 40. I think you have realized, in case your battery is 40, especially for the HP laptops, even if you connect the external power supply unit, it does not boot up. Everybody realized that? Everybody realized that?
Yes.
If there's a problem, in case your battery is spoiled, and you have connected the power supply unit from the wall to the computer, sometimes that laptop do not power up because of the battery. Together, you have to do that. You have to check that.
Yes.
So these are the solutions, and I have summarized. And we are through with that. We are through with what? Any question on the errors? Because we are through with that section. Can I proceed? The next part now, the last part of this topic, you're supposed to know the input-output port. Let me share the screen. The input-output port. Let me share the screen. Yeah, this is the last part for that topic. You're supposed to know what is a port. And you know a port now is just an interface between the computer and what external devices. For example, you can have a VGA port, you can have a USB port, you can have a serial port, a parallel port. And if you are familiar with these ports here. Are you familiar with this one? Can you see this one? Are they clear? Can you see the parallel port is here?
Yes.
Is here. We can have the dual link is here, port is here. We can have the HDMI port is here. We can have this one is the optical audio.
Yes.
We have the serial. We can have the components. For these, they are used, for example, in case you want to connect a DVD, some are for audio, and they are here. Now, because in the exam scenario, I can bring you a diagram and I request you to identify what the type of the key of the port. These are the ports. And maybe we can discuss them. The first one is what we call a serial port. Look at this diagram. The diagram is very, very essential. Just look at it. Yeah. And for the serial port now, they are very, very slow. In case you compare a serial port and a parallel port is what is faster than what? The serial port. And most of the times, they are used for what? For communication. Yeah, they are used for communication. That is a serial port. And you have said that they are supposed to transmit data sequentially, one bit at a time. Then you can have the parallel port. You realize the parallel port is a bit larger than what? The serial port. Even look at the interface here. For the serial, we're having pins. Is it true? But for these ones, we're not having what? Some pins. If you're able to see that, this is what we call the parallel port. And yeah, we have the parallel port. And the most common port here is what we call the USB port. The most common port is what we call the USB port, the universal serial bus port. And I came to realize that most of the people, they make a mistake. They call a flash memory USB. A flash memory is not a USB. The interface that is used to connect the flash memory to the computer is not the USB. Is it true? Understood? Matthew,
yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Hey, some of you are or some of you are taking some coffee. Some of you
No.
taking some coffee.
No.
Ibrahim,
Yes.
No, not yet.
yeah, that is okay. And still, before I forget,
Repeat.
yeah, which one?
Rudia mwalimu kidogo.
Yeah, let me just repeat. So we have here we have the serial port. Because look at this port here. This port is a bit different to the parallel port altogether. This one is having what? Some pins altogether. But for this one, it has some holes whereby the jack is supposed to get in. And we have said for the serial port, it is for what? For communication. And for the serial port, it is slower than what? The parallel port. Some printers nowadays, they use what? The parallel port. Even the external hard disk drives. But most of them, they use the USB port. It is here. This is the USB. Together, this is the USB.
Yes.
And I've said this is the interface. This is a flash memory. But here you have what? The interface is a what? A USB. The universal serial bus. For example, a laptop, not a laptop. We can have a printer uses what? A USB port. You can have the mouse, the keyboard. Yeah. Then what are the benefits of having a USB port over other ports? One of the advantages of the USB port is that it's faster. It has what? High speed. Still, most components nowadays they use what? USB ports. So you have what? Multiple devices can connect the USB port. We have said you can have a printer, we can have a mouse, we can have what? A keyboard. Then still, another benefit is what we call self-powered. The USB is going to provide power to the peripheral you have connected. You do not require an external what? PSU. But together, it has what? Its own power, self-powered. Then there is what you call plug and play. Once you input the USB together, or once you input that flash memory, which is having the USB port, it just opens itself together. In case there was a software in the flash memory, it will just do what? Install itself. That is what we call plug and play. Together, plug and what? Plug and play. The PC will automatically detect the new device. Then we have another advantage: the hot swappable. Still, for example, in case your computer is on, you can just remove it. You can just put it in, you put it what? Out. You put it in, you put it out. That is what we call the hot swappable. Then we have the limitations of the USB port. You have what? The limitations. Now, and one of the limitations is what you call security risk. That is one limitation. Security risk. Together. Because now some USB drivers or drives have been used by hackers. Together. They have been used by what? By hackers. Because now the encryption is what? Very, very weak. So it can expose the computer to external what? Or harmful effects. Then another disadvantage of the USB. One of the advantages is it is portable. But still, that portability can be what? Can be a problem. Since now that USB is very, very light in size, you can lose it very easily. Is it true? Like I think I myself have lost over 20 what USB, over 20 USB flash memories together. Why? It is very, very light. Then we have this one. The design of the drive normally involves the use of a what? Retractable USB plug, which is prone to wear in what? NT. For example, that USB, in case you bed it on the or that end whereby you're having the USB now connection, in case you bed it, it might get damaged. It can get what? Damaged. Understood? You realize sometimes in case you just place it, the computer, it cannot be detected, sometimes it can be detected. Still, another disadvantage of the USB now, viruses now. For example, a flash memory. It can have some malwares or some trojans. Once you put it in the computer now, you transfer the malwares from the USB to the computer. That is another another limitation. Yeah. We are doing the USB port. Another port is what we call the PS2 port. We have what we call the PS2 port. Yeah, but I believe most of the computers today, they do not have the PS2 port. We are using what? The USB port. But initially now, the PS2 port now, they were used for what? To connect the motherboard, not the motherboard, to connect what? The mouse. And what? The keyboard. If you just confirm maybe a system unit of 2010, a system unit of 2010, it has what? It do not have the USB. It is having what? The PS2 port. Or maybe a computer that was used in the early 1990s is having what? The PS2 port. Then there is what we call the infrared port. Together, this is just a port that enables the exchange of what? Various information, or various what? The data within a radius of what? Of 10 meters. The infrared port. But for this one now, you do not have to require an external cable. Together, it's wireless. Then you have the Bluetooth port. You have the Bluetooth. This one is very, very common. In case you want to connect your computer to maybe a woofer or to the screen, you can just use what? The Bluetooth. Yeah. These are the main ports. Then the last one is what you call the FireWire port. Yeah, and this one you have come across this one. Yeah. And for this one is used for what? For high-speed transmission. It is used for high-speed transmission. Any question on that? Yeah, the reason I was very fast in the port now, because I think you covered this one in computer support 1. Although it is in advanced computer support, we covered this one. Any question? Yeah, any question?
No.
I think that is enough. That is what we are supposed to cover today concerning we finalize on the post errors, then we cover what? The port. Next time, we'll be covering what we call the utilities. That is what? The utilities. And the utilities now, we shall cover the backups and some of the software that can be used to recover data. So I'll be demonstrating a software. There's what we call the instance recovery. For example, maybe you have deleted some information in your flash disk. Do you know there's how you can do that information?
What recovery?
I'm saying next time we'll have this topic for utilities.
Yes.
And the utilities we shall cover backup and data recovery.
Yes.
And the data recovery, we'll be having some software that can be used to recover information. For example, in case you have formatted your hard disk, that information can be retrieved.
Yes.
Yeah, so we'll be using some software to illustrate that. And still,
okay.
Under utilities now, I will be illustrating, for example, maybe you have deleted some information from your USB, or maybe your USB has been infected by the viruses. You have tried to scan the information, or you have tried to scan using an antivirus to retrieve the information, but you realize it is corrupted. I will be demonstrating using the command prompt, the CMD. I'll be writing some commands on how we can retrieve that information from the whole flash memory. Together.
Okay.
Yeah, so we'll be having a lot of practicals next day, because I believe now this unit is more practical. And we have to involve one another.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that is enough for today.
Yes.
Because we are through with what we are supposed to cover today. Any question? Any suggestion? Or any maybe suggestion for improvement? Yeah, maybe you can ask some questions there before I close the meeting.
Sir.
Yes.
Sir.
Yes, I can hear you, Ibrahim.
You are to show how to run the two operating system, Linux and Windows.
To booting, I forgot where I am with my laptop. I don't have that software, but I'll remind me before next class. That together reminded me. I forgot because I'm using a different laptop. Yes. I could have shown you. Yeah, remind me before the next class. That together I illustrated that. Yeah.
Okay. And also.
Yes.
When installing a new operating system from the previous ones that you've deleted and installed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are there some features that can be blocked so that it cannot bring new things to do with the updates and the whatever?
No. What happens is the updates now, you can
yes.
you can disable the update. You just over together. For example, you just click the Windows update. You can say never update, or you can have what scheduled update.
Okay.
Yeah, because updates are very, very essential. Because the updates now they help to they can become patches. That together security patches.
Yes.
They are what they are patches. So they're able to improve what they're working with your computer. Yeah. So the updates are very, very essential.
Yes.
Yeah. Any other question?
To configure the BIOS.
Oh, before Matthew, Ibrahim had a question.
So I had a request.
Yeah.
If I can get Windows 8.1 32-bit from you, can share with me?
I have one, but no, to share it. I have one that's here in my laptop, but now you see now to share that videos, now I have to upload it online. It is very, very and ni kubwa sana nikiupload online. Not it is around 4 GB. But yeah, it is around 4 GB because what is happening, it is having all videos. It is having all videos. Yeah. Some are 32-bit and some are 64. You just select. All are there in one. Together, all are there. You can even select other 2-bit, professional, active. Everything is there together. I'll look for mechanism on how I can share with you. I look for a way on how, because there is one which is having all, on how I can share it to you together. I'll look for a way. Just remind me. I'll look for a way on how I can share you the software.
Okay.
Yes. Any other question? Matthew, you had a question.
Yes, I was asking.
Yeah.
To configure the BIOS,
yeah.
Must you have activated Windows?
No. What you have to do when you are starting the computer, when you're starting the computer, you can just press F2 to access the BIOS. Una computer ikifunguka, once you press the power button on, ikifunguka just press F2 you access the BIOS. Before ifunguka kabisa. Before you anzie hiyo option ya Windows, so together, you just press F2 immediately.
Yeah.
The session will close in 10 minutes time. Maybe you can ask another question. But in case you require some software, I have a lot of software that can help you with. The only problem is, the only limitation is that we're not having the face-to-face running, but I have several softwares. I'll look for a way on how I can give you these softwares. All together.
Yes.
Yeah, because I have several softwares. Any other question?
Yes.
In the case of no other question, maybe you can close the meeting. Bernard, any question? John, any question?
Sir.
Yes?
Sir.
Yes, I can
hear
you.
Allow me? Can you take me through again on the Nini, checking the hard disk storage in the PC?
Yeah,
so allow me to screen share.
Yes. Let me just screen share. Let me just
allow me to screen share.
Oh, you or your computer?
Yes,
It is
mine
okay.
now.
Oh, yeah, it is okay. Oh, let me see. Before the session will close. Yeah, I've shared. I've allowed that to be very fast.
Okay. You can see it.
Yeah, I can see it.
Yes, you can
Yeah,
see.
yeah. Just click PC.
So I go to
Yeah, just click PC. Then manage. Yeah, just click manage. Yeah, click manage.
can you see it?
Yeah, it is opening. Yeah, there's a new video. There's a new video that's supposed to open. Just maximize it. Just
You
maximize
can
it.
see it.
Yeah. Oh, we can't see the screen. We can't see the screen.
It's there.
Click disk management. Click
You
disk
can see it.
management. Yes, I can see it. Yeah, click disk management. Double click it. Now you can see it is here together. Yeah,
There it is.
it is here. Supposed to be 465 GB. Then you can do this. I can see one is unallocated. Just do this. Can you see this one? Can you see this one unallocated?
This one.
Yeah, like just click it, then you right click. Click it, you right click. Yeah, click new simple volume. Yeah, click new simple volume. Click next. Yeah, click next.
Not moving.
Yeah, click next. Yeah, click next. You have to click next. Click next until you finish. Click next.
Not moving.
It is not moving. Just click next until you finish. Then there will be allocated a new letter. Just click. Have you clicked all?
I'm still clicking.
Click next until you see finish.
Okay.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah, click next. Yeah, click next until you click finish. There's one for finish as the last option.
I have finished.
Yeah, click finish now.
Sir.
Yes, finish.
Yeah, click finish. Click finish.
Yeah, still clicking on it.
Yeah, click finish. You have not clicked. I cannot see the screen. Just click it.
I'm clicking on it.
But on our side, we cannot see it. Has it created a new simple volume? Just click
You
it.
cannot
Click
see
it. Yeah, click finish. Click finish. Yeah, click finish. Now what will happen? It will create a new simple volume. We'll be having the little disk. What was unallocated?
You can see it.
Yeah, click finish
Not yet
now.
coming.
Yeah, click finish.
There.
Yeah,
Okay. The operation.
click yes. Yeah, because what is happening, you are having two partitions. Is it
Yes.
true? You're having two partitions and one is missing.
Yes.
This one. You're having two partitions together. Yeah, click yes. Click yes. Oh, Ogeba.
Yes.
What I'll show you using the team viewer.
Yes,
What I'm
sir.
doing together. Yeah, don't click. I'll show you using the team viewer on how you can
Yes.
remove this and allocate it together to ensure it is located. So that at least you have one local disk C, you have D and E, you have 3. Because currently I can see you have 2. Right together?
Yes.
Yeah, I will show you using the team viewer. I'll connect to your computer remotely. Just install, there's a software called the team viewer. Right together? Just install team viewer. I'll help you on that.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll help you. I'll help you on that. Just install team viewer. Then you send me the credentials, the ID and the password. I'll help you on
Sir.
that. Yes?
It's an open source.
Yeah, it is an open source. Just around 10 MB, 10 MB.
Okay. Is it an open source software?
Yeah, it is open source. Just install it just now.
Okay.
Yeah, once you install it, send me the ID and the password. I'll connect your computer remotely. Then I'll help you on this and locate it.
Okay.
Yeah, that is okay. Just any other question before we close the meeting? Because it's closing on 3 minutes time. Any other question? So can I close the meeting?
No question.
Yeah. So once you install it,
Yes.
just send me the ID and the password for the team viewer. I think you can close the meeting. So have a good weekend and keep safe.
You too have a good weekend and keep safe.
Yes. Because now you have to ensure that this pandemic is not it is not a joke together. It's not a joke. The pandemic is not a joke. So you have to keep safe and observe the social distancing.